time we did something about it. If we don't do this, there is no point being a human being.
I hope na everybody will wake up, especially yung na-suicide, maraming gutom, maraming parts of the world.
There are 300,000 farmers or 300,000 magsasaka na ang nagpapakapatay sa loob ng 20 years. Nahihiyak talaga ako. Magandang araw mga ka-gratitude! Si RK po ang inyong lingkod. Nandito na naman po para magbigay at maghatid ng balita. Kung maganda ito o hindi, mapag-uusapan natin yan. Ang gagawin namin ngayon ay medyo kakaiba. First time ko po ito gagawin, reaction video. Magre-react po tayo tungkol sa isang video ng isang global movement na nangyayari at pinag-uusapan ngayon sa buong mundo. Siyempre, para mas maganda yung reaction video natin, meron tayong kasama yung isang earth body. Siya po ay isang beautiful mom with twins. Kahit sobrang busy, nagagawa pa rin niya yung kanyang adhikain bilang isang earth body. Yan! Without further ado, let us all welcome Mommy May! Yay!
Hello po mga ka-gratitude. Salamat po sa pag-imbita.
Hello, Mommy May! How are you?
Mabuti po. Thank you po. Super grateful po kasi naimbitahan po ako dito ni RK. Thank you po. Hello dyan mga ka-Earth Buddies at soon-to-be Earth Buddies. Hello!
Yan! Yay! Very excited kami dito kasi parang first time din ni Miss May gumawa nito. Para dire-diretso ng reaction video natin. Panoorin na natin ng video at samahan nyo kami.
Well, a tragedy is unfolding. Most people will see tragedies only when it comes with a bang. But if you're sensitive, you can see it happening all around you. It's not that suddenly we thought of Save Soil movement. Last 26, 27 years we've been working on this.
So some of the world bodies, what they predict is, in another 25–30 years, India is going to face such a serious drinking water shortage. In the last 15–20 years, many small streams and rivulets that you had seen when you were children no more exist. They're just gone.
This is not a joke. This will bring untold suffering to human race, untold suffering.
The way you're handling the land, in the next 15 years' time, there'll be no monsoons for you. Only storms will come, huge fury of rain which will just drain the soil.
Both environmentally and otherwise, it looks like our intention is to leave a desert for our children, not a live world. It's time we did something about it. If we don't do this, there is no point being a human being.
These 60 million people in Tamil Nadu, if they realize what needs to be done, just in 5 years' time you can have the whole place green.
Today, the spotlight is on a project called Green Hands in India.
We started a mass campaign and 6 years I spent planting trees in people's heads. That's the most difficult terrain, believe me. It's unfortunate that 7 lakh trees is a Guinness record. I want to see that everybody breaks the record. $114 million trees if you plant in Tamil Nadu, 33% green cover will be there. So a time has come, if you don't fix it, there'll be nothing to fix after some time. The planting trees thing came up essentially because we wanted to save the soil. If farmers are committing suicide, just now it's not the bank, it's the land. The land is getting weaker and weaker.
Just we're pumping poison into the earth like crazy. Suppose all the worms got poisoned. They died in big numbers, let's say. People will die in millions, just like that. I took thousands of people, what they are breathing out, the trees are inhaling. What the trees are exhaling, they are inhaling. Bringing this experience into people that what you think as myself is not within the boundaries of your physical nature, it goes well beyond that. This is not a protest, nor is this an agitation. This is a campaign to raise awareness that our rivers are depleting. Everyone. When I say everyone who consumes water must rally for rivers. Why this journey? It may not happen in our lifetime, but we have to set the direction now for a solution. The water that comes down in the form of rain, we are not able to put it into the soil, mainly because there is no organic content and there's not enough trees and vegetation. If we plant these 242 crore trees, your lakes will be full, your wells will be full, above all, soil will be damp most of the year, and that is what is needed. This is why Kaveri calling. The very body that we carry is soil. Without soil being rich and well, this body and every other life cannot be well. So in terms of ecology, in terms of climate change, the most important thing is that we need to have a conscious approach as to how we manage our soil, how we rejuvenate our soil, how we revitalize our soil. Conscious Planet is launching Save Soil movement to bring about a policy change to regenerate soil. As a part of this, I'm 65 and I'm riding 30,000 kilometers, a lone motorcycle journey, 30,000 kilometers across 24 nations to activate support from the citizenry to assure the governments long-term investments will be appreciated. So it's extremely important that soil regeneration is enshrined in the policy of every government on the planet. We must change the narrative on the planet that soil is a wealth, a legacy we have received from previous generations, and we have to pass it on as living soil for future generations. We are in a cusp of time. If you do the right things now, in the next 15 to 25 years, we can significantly turn this situation around and regenerate the soil. But if we allow this to progress like this for another 30 to 40 years, after 40 years if we attempt this, then it could take 150 to 200 years because that much loss of biodiversity would have happened. From 21st of March for 100 days, the whole world, every human being on the planet should talk soil. So we must hear the word soil, save soil everywhere to see that the narrative on the planet changes towards the most vital aspect of our life, the soil. Each one of you should reach as many people as you can to make this happen. Many global leaders and influencers are already participating in the movement. Be a part of this and let us make it happen.
From my part, as much as I can contribute.
We're going to save the soil. Do your part.
And saving the soils.
Our future, our children's future, and our planet's future depend on it.
Save the soil.
We know what we must do, so let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Ayan, natapos na po at ito po ay ang 8 minutong very, very valuable na napanood natin na ngayong araw na ito. So, Mami May, ano bang masasabi mo? Ano naramdaman mo sa napanood natin?
Talaga naiiyak ko in the process kasi super malaking super malaking issue siya at it's very, very global. So, it's first time in history na we have this global soil degradation, as in every second, 1 acre ng land nawawala. So we're talking about the agricultural soil. So naiiyak ako in the process kasi matagal pa pala to nag-start, diba? So tapos yung he planted trees first in their heads, in the minds of the people na kasama niya doon. So yun yung pinakamahirap. Yes, pero diba, keep going lang siya, and for the last 24 years, diba? Actually 24 to 30 years, talagang he worked on it. And then I'm touched in the process. Talagang I'm touched, and I hope na everybody will wake up, especially yung suicide, maraming gutom, maraming parts of the world. So we feel what they feel.
We are actually talking about Sadhguru. Sadhguru is the founder of the Conscious Planet SaveSoil movement. I would say he is a very credible leader that I should trust of my advocacy. Kasi bakit? Kasi nagawa niya. Ang India ay isa rin sa pinakamalaking bansa sa buong mundo. And if he was able to do that, I think that motivated him further na gawin natin ito sa buong mundo dahil ang katotohanan ay hindi lang sa India pala nangyayari yun. Ito ay sa buong mundo at ang mga datos sa United Nations will confirm na hindi India lang ang nakakaranas nito, buong mundo. And thank you, Sadhguru, for creating the Conscious Planet for the people of the world to realize ano ba ang totoong kalagayan ng lupa sa buong mundo. Kailangan talagang mamulat ang lahat ng tao. At gawin ko ito para sa sarili ko, sa pamilya ko, at saka siyempre sa susunod na generation. When I started to become an earth body, na-realize ko na malaki pala ang pwede kong gawin bilang isang individual para makasama dito sa sinasabing Save Soil movement. So if you may share, dahil sa napapariwara na nasisira na ang lupa, ano ngayon ang mga nagiging epekto nito sa sangkatauhan?
Ang isa nito is most common to us. What we know is the climate change, diba? So na 40% pala ng climate change is caused by rapid soil degradation. So yung healthy soil is the largest carbon sink. Yun pala yun talagang kumukuha ng mga carbon sa air to clean up the air and to make it very conducive for us to live. And then at the same time, yun nga, it will heal or even reverse climate change if we revitalize the soil. So yun nga, yung climate change mismo, hindi natin alam na cause pala mostly ng soil degradation. Pero yun nga, sa buong mundo, even sa climate change framework, yung soil hindi pinag-uusapan eh. So ito yung pinakamalaking problem, pero pinaka-less pinag-uusapan. So that's why we're really aiming for the Save Soil movement to reach 3.5 billion people. So mahirap siya, pero malaking challenge siya ito kasi super malala na hindi kayang ikaw lang at ako, buong mundo kailangan talagang kumilos. So, pero pribilehiyo din siya at the same time, sabi nga ni Sadhguru. So, though it's a challenge, but this time, it's a privilege because may social media. And so, we have to magnify it in a way in our social media na makapag-reach talaga tayo ng maraming tao. So, we have been amplifying the cause sa Twitter, sa Instagram, sa Facebook. So, yun kasi yung nasa focus din ng mga tao. So, ang encouragement ng buong Conscious Planet team, Save Soil movement, especially Sadhguru, is we use our social media responsibly. So, we can use the TikTok, we share the awareness of the soil, save soil movement, na 60 years na lang po natitira for our agricultural soil to be able to produce crops na makakain natin. So no soil, no healthy soil, no food. So yun po, I'm excited in a way kasi nasa kamay po natin ngayon ito eh. As we have seen in the video kanina na yung cover recalling, yung rally for rivers, they did it and a national policy was already made for it to revitalize their environment in India. It's because a lot of people na ang nag-stand for their rivers, for the Cauvery. It's one of the biggest rivers, perennial rivers in India. So, yun din ang example na we could also do it globally through social media. So, if we stand and we talk about soil, so the 3.5 billion people kasi is 60% ng world's electorate. So, most of the democratic countries, all of us, like around 5.2 billion. So, ang 3.5 billion people na mga democratic countries, the 193 nations, we will speak and talk about soil. And that's very simple thing to be an earth body is we can just have it 10 minutes at least or 5 minutes just to share in Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook the hashtag Save Soil. So we have many additions na kasi for example sa Philippines, like we have the Conscious Planet Filipino and that's Pima Earthy, the groups that we have. So we added hashtag Sagipin ng lupa because we translated it to Filipino. So, mas marami pang opportunity, mas maintindihan kung ano yung talagang soil degradation. Ako din, mas naintindihan ko din yung video nung translate ng Conscious Planet Filipino. So yun po, malaking trahedya po ang nakaabang sa atin if we will not do this now kasi super bilis ng soil degradation globally. This is also the best opportunity for us to stand and to speak about the Save Soil movement kasi it's because of the social media. So right now, if we could speak about it sa social media, it will reach millions and billions of people actually, di ba? So ito din ang good news. Ito yung magandang balita. Malaking trahedya siya pero ang focus ni Sadhguru nga which na kami nai-inspire din mga volunteers is let's focus on the solution. Ang Save Soil movement po, hindi po against the chemical companies, hindi po against sa mga kung sino pang or organizations. Hindi po, ito po nananawagan sa lahat. Hindi na po tayo magpo-point kung sino yung may kasalanan, kung sino yung gumawa nito. Kasi part din tayo doon in the process. Ang focus natin dito is ang solution po na we stand for the soil, we spread awareness to 3.5 billion people at i-change po natin ang perception natin, ang ating narrative, ang ating istorya tungkol sa soil. Kasi what we know about is soil is luming. It's non-living, but it's actually the most complicated living system. Ngayon ko lang din po nalaman 3 months na po ako sa Save Soil. So it's about time to really talk about the soil. Ito yung pinaka-importanting part ng buhay natin kasi doon tayo kumukuha ng pagkain. Kung hindi healthy ang soil, hindi din healthy ang kinakain natin. That's the best thing about it kasi may solusyon and ang solusyon nasa kamay po natin.
Further, if I may, so sabi nga, we stand for soil. Let's talk about it. Kasi why do we have to do it? Ang pinaka-goal natin for now, for this awareness, is makaabot sa mga policy makers ng buong mundo. Hindi lang ng Europa, kasama tayo dyan. Ang Pilipino, ang Pilipinas ay kasama dyan. So, kailangan pag-usapan natin ang magamit ang social media, lalong-lalo na ang Twitter para makarating sa mga kinauukulan. Sabi nga ni Mami May, wala tayong kalaban dito. Actually, lahat tayo kailangan magkaisa. Bakit? Maski yung presidente, yung PSG o kung sino man yung nasa kalye, lahat po tayo ay kumakain. So lahat po tayo ay umiinom. Yun po, kailangan po na mapalaki o gawing malaking usapin itong Sagipin ng lupa. At iyon ay kino-confirm ng United Nations. Pero ang sabi nga ni Miss May, may pag-asa. Gamitin natin ng social media, maging boses tayo ng lupa. Kasi tayo lang naman din makakasolve dyan di ba? Sino ba mag-solve? Tayo lang. Tayo at saka yung nature ay talagang partnership dapat. Parang ano yan alam nyo ba, yung lupa, hindi yan yan yung partner na hindi ka iiwanan. Tignan mo nga, napariwara na, pero ito, kailangan lang natin makinig sa nangyayari sa lupa dahil sigurado kahit ano maging desisyon natin, makaka-apekto sa atin ngayon at sa magiging future generation. So, Mami May, bakit mo naman naisipang mag-join as Earthband? Ano bang importansya nito sa iyo at sa sarili mo or maybe sa pamilya mo?
Yes, nandito po ako because I care so much po sa mga anak ko din dito. So, I have twins and I also have mga pamangkin dito na tinuturing ko na din ng mga anak. And ang ko talaga dito din, yung nutritional deficiency. Ang alam ko lang dati kasi is yun nga, iba na yung mga kinakain natin is nag-drop na talaga yung natin, no? Yung nutrients. So for me, it affects me in my own personal journeys because I will feel very secure once ang policy will be implemented. Kahit wala na ako dito, many years from now, I'm assured that the soil will be revitalized and that ang mga kinakain ng mga anak ko at mga anak nila at mga kaapu-apuhan ko is nutritious and healthy. So that's a dream of mine na yung mga anak ko at yung mga next generation ko at ng tao sa buong mundo is healthy. Yun po yung personal reason ko po why I joined Save Soil Movement as an Earthbody.
So Mami May, ako naman, if you don't mind, kasi po, Earthbody rin po ako, kapareho ko ni Mami May. I have 2 grandchildren, looking at them, ano bang pwede kong maiwan sa kanila? Naisip ko, ito yung gusto kong the greatest of the advocacy that I would like to do in my life. Kasi hindi lang ang apo ko ang maapektuhan. Sa ngayon, tayo, yung mga present generation, at sa mga magiging apo rin nila. So yun ang gusto kong iwan sa kanilang legacy or lesson ng buhay na ma-realize nila na ang lupa pala ay isang regalo sa ating ng ating may kapal. Nakadagdag talagang nakapag-anting ng damdamin ko ay nung nalaman ko yung datos na nagsasabi ng there are 300,000 farmers or 300,000 magsasaka na ang nagpapakamatay sa loob ng 20 years. Naiiyak talaga ako. Tuwing naaalala ko talaga yan, tuwing naririnig ko palaging ganun. Ang nag-inspire sa akin dito ay Mami May ay si Miss Lovely, yung isa pong na-interview ko po dito sa Project Gratitude. Kaya nga ba, I'm sure Mami May will agree na ginagawa namin to. Si Mami May, medyo shy type, pero andi dito, lakasan namin ng loob para gumawa ng reaction video. So, ano po yung gusto namin iwanan sa inyo? Eto, si Mami May, iimbitahan po tayo para maging Earth Buddy.
Ayan, iniimbitahan po namin kayo na maging Earth Buddies. Earth Buddy means friend of soil or friend of Mother Earth. So, just 5 minutes to 10 minutes of your time po, share po natin yung mga resources na nasa savesoil.org. Nandun po lahat. May toolkits po tayo. Actually, nandun po din sa Let's Be Ma-Earthy. Isa po ako doon sa mga nag-arrange ng mga guys. So, yung group na yon is focus sa Filipinos na willing maging Earth Buddies at gustong matuto about sa soil. Inanyayahan po namin kayo kasi kailangan na marami tayong mag-spread ng awareness about soil. Marami tayo na magkaisa at saka para maabot natin yung goal natin. Ito'y very practical plan. Plan natin is to reach 3.5 billion people, mga democratic countries, all around 193 countries in United Nations. Kasama po tayo dyan. So let's work it out as one generation of people that we can solve it through social media, hand in hand, and with one goal to save soil. So hashtag save soil po sa mga posts natin, mga ka-gratitude, mga ka-Earth Buddies, and soon to be Earth Buddies. We will welcome you, and nandito lang din po kami mga kapwa Earth Buddies to guide you or to be with you in the process.
Ayan, Mami May, thank you for that. At isa sa pinaka-highlight ng Save Soil Movement ay yung 100-day lone motorcycle journey po na ginagawa ni Sadhguru. Imagine, 60 plus years old, siya ay magmamotorcycle on his own within the 30 kilometers journey sa Europe. With that, meron siya mga stopover sa different countries para makipag-usap sa mga leaders ng bansa at sabihin sa kanila tungkol sa Save Soil Movement. So ano pong pwede natin gawin ngayon bilang Earth Body? Kailangan maging boses tayo ng Save Soil Movement sa pamamagitan ni Sadhguru. Sundan po natin, suportahan natin po siya. May mga activities po kaming nakapost sa Let's Be Ma-Earthy. Makikita niyo po yan pwede po sa timeline ko, sa timeline ni Mami May, kung nasaan na pong bansa si Sadhguru at kung ano na po yung mga ginagawa niya, sino na pong leader sa mga kausap niya. Ini-interview din po siya ng mga very popular personalities at celebrities at sinusuportahan po siya. So, tayo pwede rin, di ba? Lalo na kung Earth Body ka. Iimbitahan namin kayo na bisitahin nyo rin po ang consciousplanet.org. Ando dun po yung mga playlist, yung lahat ng videos, mga activities na nangyayari kay Sadhguru. Kailangan po nating i-highlight yan para ipakita natin yung ating suporta sa Save Soil Movement. Alalahanin natin, gagawin natin ito para sa sarili natin, sa pamilya natin, sa mahal natin sa buhay, at sa mga susunod pang henerasyon. No more deadma, okay? Sama na tayo dito sa Save Soil Movement. Ano ba ang unang gagawin? Ikaw, matuto ka, aralin mo ano bang meron sa Conscious Planet at ma-share mo ito sa lahat ng pwede mong makwentuhan. Ayan. So kung marites ka, gawin mo na yan sa pagiging positibo. Gawin mo yan para sagipin ng lupa. So, yan po ang aming imbitasyon. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsama sa amin para sa reaction video. At kung meron po kayong gustong i-share, i-comment, pakilagay po dyan sa ating comment section. At syempre, pakifollow nyo na rin po lahat po nitong Conscious Planet. Meron po Project Gratitude, meron po tayong Let's Be Ma-Earthy, at Conscious Planet Filipino para po sa mga Filipino or Tagalog content. Yan. So, maraming salamat po sa inyong time, sa inyong panonood, at sana po ay naantig po kayo ng video na aming na-share at sa mga na-share namin sa mga personal na mga aming mga adhikain, at samahan niyo po kami para sa atin, para sa mga susunod na henerasyon. So, Mami May, ano bang dapat nating isigaw?
Sagipin
ang lupa! Sagipin ang planeta! Save soil! Yan.
Okay,
So, paalam na tayo, Mami May, sa ating mga ka-gratitude. Meron ka bang gustong sabihin sa kanila bago patapos ng ating video reaction today?
Gawin nating mangyari ito. Yay!
Yay! Sagipin ng lupa. Okay, maraming salamat
Sagipin
mga
ng lupa.
ka-gratitude.
Save soil.